What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. LA Mamba. It is August 23, 2023, and here to talk about the tire shop business. Here we go. So today we had a big upgrade in the tire shop, and it takes days. It takes days to prepare and do everything. But once you have your material, then you're able to make a huge difference in one day if you have time, if you have people, and you have material. So there's many reasons that why you want to upgrade a tire shop, even though things are working fine, things are smooth. I always have goals of upgrading in the future. If I can't get to it, I can't get to it, and months pass by, and I'll get to it whenever I can. Whether it's like just way too slammed with work, or other projects of like that need my attention, as in real estate, or you're just not ready for it, whatever it is, not enough people, whatever it is, right? But when you get to that point, when you get to like that day, you're like, okay, we're ready to do it. Then it's a very, very beautiful thing. So let me show you what we got going on here. So before it was up to this upright, we had these two. Now we added a third one, and we got some tires already filled in, used 20s, low pros, some new 16s, and a lot of room upstairs, right? This was the biggest, most pleasant surprise we had. So this one, we had it over there. I was ready to cut it up, and the reason I never try to put racks in between here, because they will be in the way to get in the rows. We gotta be able to walk in and out of the rows for a few reasons. Biggest one is for your workers. They're not gonna be working really hard trying to find tires, like, most of the time, especially when you're not like in the back, right? Like, if you're not near them, they're gonna try hard, right? So they will get to as far as they can, and then they'll just like quit. They'll either ask you to do it, or like, because the tires in the way, they're not gonna want to be jumping over tires, right? So you got to make it easy for them, just to walk straight in and out of rows, and to be able to look easily into tires, like what sizes can you see. Because if not, you're just gonna kind of, for them, you're gonna make it handicapped. They're just not gonna be able to like make it easy for them, and they're not gonna get the tires and go put them on. They're just gonna say, we don't have them, right? We don't have them, and they're there. But if you have it like this, which I always do, you see my videos, 90% of the time my shop is always clean. Like you can walk in and out rows for the most part, like through the whole shop. There's sometimes you can, like, you see my videos, like tires blocked here and there, but not like crazy amount. It will take like a few days to get to that point to clean, right? But that's one of the big reasons you want to like have walking, everything, just like be able to get to the back. Number one is speed, to be able to pull out a tire and go to the front and install it. Number two is you just have to make it easy for your workers, because if not, they're just gonna say, we don't have it, and it's gone. But if you have something like this, now they're gonna be looking in and out of axis, get the tire, and then go put it in, install them, and then like sale, right? Another sale, and it adds up, man. Little things, man. Just you get more sales, and inventory in the back when it's in place, and they can find it. Number two, if they can find it, they always see it and they can find it, then they're gonna be like, oh, there it is. If they just look a little bit, oh, there it is, and they'll grab it and then go show it to the customer. This is the price. Do you want it? Yes or no, right? And that's all we want, is just to have a chance with the customers. This is what we have to offer. Are you interested? Yes or no, right? All right, so I was saying this rack, we were able to put it in this spot, and there is no walking rows in between here. So it was my plan to put 3 racks together, and I'll show you why in a bit. But that was my plan, and I just did not know that we were gonna have this much room. So I was able to put this one, and look how much racks this thing fills, man. That's just so awesome. It's a small 16s that we always put together when we got the low pro, like smaller 16s, like 185 60 16s, 185 55, you know, it's 195 60, 195 what is it, 55 16s, 195 60 16s, all that small stuff, you know. So this was so awesome. When I saw this was able to put it here and not cut it, I was like, man, what a beauty. It was like, man, it was like the cream of the freaking day. It was like super awesome. But here we go, we put the new racks here, we got them up, and this is how they look like. There's plenty of room to walk around. Look at that entrance. This is exactly how I envisioned it, but a little bit better because there's more room here. I thought it was gonna be ending up around here, but nope, it's over there. This one, need to get rid of this junk when the metal people come. We got a lot of room now. If you see, there was always tires here when I was walking around. Now look how much room there is because we just made room. There's just a lot of room now. There's my alley that I always walk through. You guys know that one right there. So check it out. We got another ones up there, a lot of room. We got 205 60 16s. We got random 16s. Remember those big old pile of the last 2 videos right here in this area? Well, now it's under there. More random 16s down there. And we got 18s. So this is like the overflow 18s. Remember there were a bunch of them right there? Well, now we got them up there, and it's a beautiful thing. We have like all clear now. If we ever get a bunch of, which we are next week, I already made an order for more used tires. My guess are gonna be around the 500 again. And if I want to get them from the parking lot to back here like right away, so I don't have a mess in the front, so I can have like my extra parking for like the Camaro or whatever it is, customers, then I can fill the meanwhile I can feel like used tires all right here on the racks. Like I had it right here before, and we have those now over there. And look at our 18 section, our low pro 18 section, all clean in the bottom. A lot of room. We got them up there too, and it's just awesome. This is always clean right here. We always have this clean. We always have that walking alley right there. But yeah, there was a lot of movement today. You know, one of the motivations for me to, you know, put the tires into the rack. So we installed them, and it was like, oh man, it was so hot today, and it was like, man, I don't feel like putting the racks, but let me rest a little bit. Let me rest a little bit. Let my guy rest a little bit, and then when we get some energy, we'll put a little bit more tires. We'll put a little bit more tires, and that's how we did it pretty much all day. It's like just a little bit at a time. We just put more tires, We watered the floor, make it nice and clean. And I was like, you know, I want to make a video for these guys, and they can see like my shop is not like all like full of junk tires everywhere like I did my last 2 videos. If you guys were new to the channel, that's not normally how I had my shop. It was just temporary while I had ordered these. A long story about the company, but they took a long time to get my racks in. It was their fault dropping the ball over and over, and I just had to wait like an extra 4 days to get my racks. But anyways, we got them in. They gave me the right pieces that I ordered, so I did tell them in an email today, thank you, you did give me exactly what I ordered. And I said, and I want to order more racks. So I want to order more. So I was looking at these. I talked about the last video about these racks, And once you have the final product, then you can really see how things are gonna be playing out. So, because everything is more room than I thought when it comes to this area. I thought it was gonna be more over here, but no. What I'm gonna do is I order another upright. So now we're gonna extend one more rack over here until it gets to this rack. But over there, so this line continues all the way there. We're gonna put another one so it hits that rack. And then I wanna order another one of these. We're gonna build another one of these right here. And we're gonna put it right here to hit this rack right here. So I'm gonna have to get rid of this rack. And this one, my plan for this one is I'm gonna put it in that area. So for me to have this done, I'm gonna have to get that out. I'm gonna have to work on that. But I already know how these people are. They're gonna lag it, so that's why I ordered it now. It's gonna take a couple days, that's fine. I got a lot of work to do with this. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but I gotta take all those down. We're gonna have to move this one, and I'm gonna have to, you know, find something to do with them or cut it up. I don't like cutting them up because they've been so useful for the years. But if we gotta do it, we gotta do it. I much rather have speed when it comes to building these racks than try to find a buyer to buy these racks. And so yeah, so it's a beautiful thing. We got a lot of work ahead of us. We already got a lot of work behind us, and we got more with more ordering tires, filling the racks, and all this stuff. So on the new two of them. So again, it's one here and the one is gonna go over there. So I'm not gonna be able to walk through here anymore. That's gonna kind of suck. It's all good though. The only way to, it's gonna have to be walking around this way. So we're gonna make sure we're always gonna have this walkway clear, because I don't want to be not being able to come across this way. But in exchange for that, we're gonna have even more room, more tires, and it's gonna benefit all of us more. So here we go. You know how if you're in the tire shop business, and let's say you're looking for a 255 35 18, a used one, and okay, so you and one of you guys, all right, let's go in the back, look for it. So we, you know, this is your section right here, right? So you start looking, and you're like, oh man, we're coming, we're kind of, you know, finishing up looking all these. I hope there's more, right? Shoot. And then you finish like, oh, you look into these and you're like, man, I wish I had more tires to look through. In the 18s, you know, you have a little bit of here, but you're like, I wish I had more to look through. And then you have the, like, that was it, right? But then you remember you had another section. Oh shoot, I got this section too. And then you have a whole new section that we're like looking through, right? You're like, oh yeah, hell yeah. And a lot of times you find your tire, you find your 255 35 18, like hell yeah. And so like you want to be looking good to the customer, and you're gonna be like, hey, we got your tire, found it, right? And then you install, oh yeah, hell yeah, that's what's up. Put it on, they pay, they leave happy, right? So that is the reason behind so much room, having so much room, because you're gonna want to have more of that extra space. Oh, I got more tires to leak through, I'm gonna find that tire, right? You hold it, you find it, and then you sell it. It's a beautiful thing when you have, like, you know, more tires to lick through, and you're like, shit, it gives you hope. Like, man, I like, sometimes you're like looking like, oh dude, I hope we have that 225 50 17, and we start looking like, shoot, we're running out of tires, and it's like, oh shoot, we got more section over here. Like, now we got this whole new section of like 220, I'm sorry, not 220 of 17 spare. So now you're able to look through these like, oh yeah, I found the freaking tire. Man, it's a good feeling when you find the freaking tire. If you're in the business, you know what I'm talking about. If you're in the business and you're looking hard and you're like, come on, just one more tire. The customer wants two and you only found one. And they're like, shit, now let me look through this section. I hope it's over here. And they're like, fuck yeah, I found it. You go and you're like, the customers are happy, you know. And then when you did that, and in your mind, you're like, okay, we don't have any more 225 50 17s for the next customer. Now we can tell them up front when they come, and like, hey, we don't have any more, sorry, but we have new ones, and we offer the new ones. And we hope to get more of that size in the next load, right? Oh, when is your next load? The customers ask. And you're like, oh, okay, in this case, you know, our next load is Monday. So if you want to, you know, ask us like by like 4 o'clock Monday, then we'll be able to tell you if we have your tire size. And yeah, the customers, they come or they call and they ask, hey, they told me to ask you guys, you're gonna have a shipment of tires on Monday, do you got it? And then it's like, oh yeah, we got some in. Oh great. And then they'll like come through. That's just how the game works. It's you know, it's about one customer at a time. That goes really far because that customer will refer you another guy, and then that other guy will refer you another guy, and guess what? You sell, you make profit, you sell some tires, you're able to buy a whole bunch of tires again, hundreds of tires again, and do it all over again, right? So that's like another reason why we need so much room. Another one is, I'm pretty sure people have an idea, but the more inventory you have, the more money you're gonna make. I'll tell you that right now. It's not potentially. It's not potentially. It is like that. The more inventory you have, the more money you're gonna make. So you're in the used tire business, or new, whatever, and you just think, man, well, you know, if I have these, maybe I can sell them, right? Well, I'm here to tell you right now, I've been doing this my whole life. Like, you are gonna sell those tires. You are gonna sell an extra set or whatever it is because you have them in stock. And it happens all the time. Like, sometimes I forget to order like a size that I sold, like let's say like a 245 60 18 size. And then a customer comes and then they're like, oh, and then you're looking for tires, like, oh shoot, we sold out, I freaking forgot to order them. If you're lucky, they're cool to wait like the next day, order them, get the next day, sell them, right? But if you had them there then like it's like a for sure, like they'll buy it. But again, the whole point is the more inventory you have, the more money you're gonna make. And who doesn't want to make more money, right? So that includes me. So that's the reason of me getting more racks, be able to hold more tires and make more money. Makes it, another reason is why you want more inventory, more racks. It makes it more consistent, so your sales are even more consistent than what they were, because you have another extra little one that sold that you didn't have sold before. If you didn't have like the extra space or the walkway for the customer, the workers can find your tire that you have, like, you know, in this area or whatever. Everything just builds up. It's just a little bit more like you know, inventory that you can sell, a little bit more consistent cash flow. Your cash flow goes up a little bit cleaner. If you have more room, you're gonna be able to have a cleaner place. As in, like, you see me walking around, like, you know, comfortably, not jumping over tires and stuff. I'm saying this because when I was a kid, my dad didn't believe in like organizing, and he would have so much tires, right? And he had like big old mountains of tires. And I was really freaking good at climbing tires, man. I was like, you know, people are really good at hiking. Well, I was very good at freaking like climbing tires. And you just get used to it. Like I can't do that now, like, because I don't climb tires no more, right? Like, I can't really do that right now. But when you were doing over and over and over and over, I was like the freaking king at freaking climbing tires, man. It was just like, you can like bear crawl like mountains of tires and shit that were like that high. Like, I'm not playing around, they were like that high, freaking mountains, like shit. Like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, ladies and gentlemen. It takes way too much time. The customers will be in the front waiting for their tires for you to find it. Your workers are not gonna want to dig that freaking mountain to find tires. it's just bad news all around, right? So you don't want to do that. Instead, just, you know, little by little, upgrade your shop with, you know, whatever you can. I know, like, people depend on the tire shop business to, like, support their family. And, you know, you're gonna have to wait like 2 weeks or something to be able to afford to, like, buy an extra 1 set or 2 set once in a while, like, or more used tires. I've been through all that, man. I mean, I was, you know, growing up building the tire shop business. It was just very little bit, slowly but surely, buying like extra tire here and there. And it was like the choke and grow, right? I always talk about choke and grow. It's just like you work hard, and then you make money, and then you trade all that money for tires. Just an example, in this case, tires. And then you trade it and you're like broke again, but you have more tires. And then you sell them, and then you have more money, and then than you did before. So right away you exchange that money for more tires, and you just do that over and over and over. Just don't feel like, oh man, I gotta have money. Like, you know how it is, like and when you're in business and you have goals, and I know, like, people want to have like good amount of money in their bank account, make you feel good, make you feel like secure and all that. But when you're growing in business, in tire shop, in this case, you know, you gotta have that mental, like, that Mamba mentality, right? Like, this is only temporary. Endure the pain. Endure the pain and all that. You know, you broke for now, but you got more tires, and then you got more tires, and then it's like you get more and more, and then those tires sell. You just have more customers, and I mean, you get the point, right? So like, you know, you think about it, it's like, oh shit, well, you know, yeah, I can afford to buy a new car, but I prefer not to buy a new car, because with that money I could be buying more tires. You know what I mean? I can afford it. I never bought a new car, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I never bought a new car. Never close to like New Year's. My cars have always been like older cars. I just love the LS motors and stuff like that. You know, that we like to build them and stuff. But the point is, like, yeah, I just felt like, shoot, all that money, like, I don't know how much those new cars cost or whatever it is. I could freaking flood a bunch of tires, man. Bring my tire shop and shit. And yeah, I'm still trying to like fill the freaking tire shop now that I got more racks and stuff. And it's always been like that, just like new racks, more room, pay more money to get used tires. I always say used tires, but I mean new too, right? And it's like just growing, just like eventually I'll get my new car, right? Nah, I don't like that anyways. I'd rather go for properties. I like to talk to you guys about properties, multiple streams of income. That's a reason I build the channel too. But for now, this is the tire shop episode, and I've been focusing on this for, I don't know, about 2 weeks now or something like that, a week and a half. So that's why I've been just making videos about tire shop business. But once this is all done, it's all packed with tires, and I save some more money, and then I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I'm ready to buy another property again. I'm gonna go to look for properties, and then we do the whole cycle again. But for now, it's gonna be a few months focusing on the tire shop business. So we will be you know, just focusing on videos of tire shops, I guess. We'll see. But yeah, this is what we've been working on, and it's been really really fun for me. I mean, very tired right now. I'm walking. I'm not crazy tired right now. I was earlier, but I rested a little bit. But you know, you just want to be like pretty active and make sure you can handle all day, and even energy after for the family, right? So yeah, man, it's like we've been focusing on like keeping the shop pretty clean. I'm gonna put a little video on the cutting tires area, and my guys have been focusing on cutting a lot. So this is pretty clean compared to like other times when it gets all super packed. See, there's not a lot of tires right there, and it's pretty clean, everything. I mean, inside the shop, it's been very consistent. My big energy has been going on the back and been investing in my racks. I just love to talk about the racks, huh? But I hope I motivate some of you guys to like grow bigger racks than what you currently have, and you'll be like, oh shit, yeah, I make more money now with bigger racks. And you saw my racks before. If you've been to my channel, it was perfect. It was fine in the past. You know, these were, you know, they fit a lot of tires too. Check it out. You know, they're all like nice and packed, but you just can't compare to this, man. It's just like, look at this, man. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And even more fit up there. It's just like, damn, like, remember all that mess that was there? Well, that's it right there. It just looks way more compact when you got it organized. I know you guys in the tire business know what I'm talking about. They just look way cleaner when it's all organized and more room. And it looks like less amount than what it was when it's all messy. But yeah, I hope you guys like my new racks. Comment. I want to hear if you guys are motivated to upgrade your shop with new racks. All over the country have the companies that sell these. By the way, these are used racks. These are used. These are not new. Check it out. So they're like, I don't know how much less of a price they are when they're used, but I bought a new and I bought a used, and to me they look the same, and the price difference is way cheaper. So I much prefer to buy used racks than new. See, that's a used rack, and this is a new rack. Well, this has already been in the sun, but this is a new rack, new upright, and then this is a new beam, and this is a used beam, but they still look clean as hell. But yeah, I highly recommend them, and I hope you like my racks. I'll see you guys later, guys. Mamba out.